નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Standard 9th, Subject Science, Chapter 6, Tissues. So dear students, surely you have learned what is tissue, what do you mean by meristematic tissue, and their classification. See here now. Today we learn about permanent tissues. These permanent tissues are of two types will be there. Simple permanent tissues and complex permanent tissues. And simple permanent tissues are of, here there are three subdivisions: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. See the spelling, S-C-L-D-R-E-N, sclerenchyma. And these complex permanent tissues are of two types, xylem and phloem. Okay, that's the subdivision you will come across while the explanation is going on. So now we will discuss about permanent tissues. Okay, what happens to the cells? See, dear students, what happens to the cells formed by the meristematic tissues? So what happens to the cells formed by the meristematic tissues? You know that after the meristematic tissues, cell growth takes place and matures. Then they take up a specific role and lose the ability to divide. As a result, they form a permanent tissue. So as a result, what will happen? They become permanent tissue. So this process of taking up a permanent shape and size, see this process of taking up a permanent shape, size and a function, so is called as differentiation. So what is the differentiation means? The process of taking up a permanent shape, size and function is called as a differentiation. Okay, underline it also, differentiation. What is differentiation? So due to this differentiation leads to the development of various functions and various structures. Okay, and various types of permanent tissues. So now we'll see now simple permanent tissues. So what we will see? Simple permanent tissues. What? So in the simple permanent tissues, see permanent tissues are of two: simple permanent tissues and complex permanent tissues. And here a few layers of the cell. And we will see the difference between the meristematic and permanent tissues also. So we have learned already meristematic tissue and and we will see the difference is what will be there, the difference. Cell size in the meristematic tissues are small and in the permanent tissue it will be large. See, cell size will be in the, so this one, in the small and here large. In the permanent tissue, it will be large will be there. The next one, the power of cell division are present in the meristematic tissues, and this one is absent in the permanent tissues. And what about the cell wall? Cell wall is thin in the meristematic tissue and thick in the permanent tissue. Now what about the nucleus? Nucleus is prominent in the meristematic tissue and here, so this one, and very small in the permanent tissue. And living or dead, so this one, so always living and living or it may be dead also. And what about the cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is rich here and here it is along the line of the cell. And vacuoles are small or maybe absent also. And here vacuoles are large, will be there. Okay, dear students, so these are the differences between the meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Okay, you can say about the what are the meristematic characters, are also you can write about the meristematic characters here. And these are permanent tissues characters. Okay, like this way. You can both in the way you can prepare it. See, now a few layers of the cell beneath the epidermis are generally simple permanent tissue. So this is called as parenchyma. Parenchyma. You know that simple permanent tissues are of three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and scalencyma. Okay. So a few layers of the cells beneath the epidermis are called as parenchyma. This parenchyma is the most common simple permanent tissue. Most common simple permanent tissue. It consists of relatively unspecialized cells. It consists of relatively unspecialized cells within the cell walls. Within the cell walls. They are living cells. Already I told you they are living cells. They are usually loosely arranged. The cells are loosely arranged. Thus large spaces between the cells. So what is there here? See, cells are like this. So due to this here, in between the cells, large spaces will be there. So intermolecular spaces or interspace spaces will be here. It will be there or present, we are saying. So they are usually arranged. They are usually loosely arranged the cells. Thus, large spaces between the cells, so that you are calling intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces are found in this tissue. So this tissue generally stores the food. See, these are all the functions of this parenchyma. This tissue is generally stores the food. In some situations, it contains chlorophyll. See, try to understand, dear students, in certain situations, it contains chlorophyll, so and performs photosynthesis, and then it is called as chlorenchyma. What you are calling? Chlorine. CHLOREN. Chlorenchyma, you are saying. Chlorenchyma. So, sometimes asking in the examination, what do you mean by chlorenchyma? You can answer it. Parenchyma consists of chlorophyll. This is called as chlorenchyma. Okay. So, in the aquatic plants, large air cavities are present. In the aquatic plants, large air cavities are present in parenchyma to help them float or buoyancy, I think. They help them to float. So such a parenchyma is called as aerenchyma. A-E-R-E-N. Aerenchyma. So what will be there? A-E-R-E-N-C-H-Y-M-A. So asking the question, what do you mean by aerenchyma? So aerenchyma means the parenchyma consists of air cavities. So this is called as aerenchyma. Okay, students, so this is about the parenchyma. Now we will see that the next permanent tissue, the flexibility of the plants is due to the another permanent tissue that is called as a collenchyma. So this one. So this collenchyma allows bending of various parts of the plant like tendrils. Tendrils, you know, that just like a grey plant structure, weak plants. And stems of the climbers without breaking. So that will grow without breaking, bending can be done. So it also provides mechanical support also. It gives mechanical strong support. So you can find this tissue. Where you can find this tissue? You can find this tissue in leaf stalks. In the leaf stalks below the epidermis. Below the epidermis of the leaf stalks. The cells of this tissue are living. See, the cells are living, elongated, lengthened, and are irregularly thickened. Irregularly thick also at the corners. So at the corners, this one is thicker. So there is very little intercellular space. Here, the intercellular space is very less. Okay, so this is about what is the explanation colon chamber. Now we will see that scleral chamber. See the spelling here, SCLERES. Scleral chamber we will see. Scleral chamber. So another type of the permanent tissue is scleral chamber will be there. So it is the tissue which makes the plant hard and stiff. Makes the plant hard as well as stiff, like strong also. We have seen the husk of coconut. See the coconut husk, you know. Okay, thread-like structures. So it is made up of scleral chymatitis tissue. Scleral chymatitis tissue. See the spelling also. SCLERENCHYMATOUS. Scleral chymatitis tissue. The cells of this tissue are dead. See dear students, the cells are dead tissues. They are long and narrow as the walls are thickened. They are long as well as narrow as the walls are thickened due to the lignin, LIGNI. So due to the lignin, so remember what is lignin? The long, narrow, the walls are thickened due to the lignin. And these walls are so thick that there is no internal space. So there is no space, internal space is not there inside the cell. Okay? Internal space is not there. And this tissue is present in where this tissue can form. So this tissue is present in the stems around the vascular bundles. Stems around the vascular bundles, in the veins of leaves, and in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. Okay, so like these areas, you can find this. So it provides mechanical strength. It provides the strength to the plant parts. So it provides what will be there? Strength to the plant parts. So this is about, discussed about scleral chamber. So dear students, what you studied so far? You studied about the classification of permanent tissue, and simple 16 will be remaining, and we will discuss the remaining things will be the next video also. And what you study? Differences between the meristematic tissue and differences between the permanent tissue. And okay, you can say that meristematic tissue's character, permanent tissue's character. Okay. And about the simple permanent tissue are the types. What about the parenchyma? What about the collenchyma? What about the sclerenchyma? And in this subdivision of the parenchyma, you will study about the chlorenchyma and as well as arenchyma also. Okay, so let's see these are the new definitions and as well as characters and functions. Okay, go through it properly. Okay, we'll continue this one in the next video. Till that, bye bye. Thank you for joining us.